Hello everyone, my toothpaste squeeze here, and today we're going to talk about something controversial, something radical, something crazy, something that will stir up the pot once again. Oh dear, we're gonna get into a discussion that's quite divisive in the community as of recently. This was a video made by Godstatus, and as we know it, Godstatus is a very opinionated fellow. Some people agree with him, other people disagree with him. I'd say the fans agree with him more, but yeah. Anyways, today's video is going to be about how Godstatus says we don't need more guns in fandom forces, and to that I say, bullshit! We do need more guns in fandom forces, because that divides up the playstyle. So I'm going to get into it more, call me petty or anything, but honestly, this video was released a week ago. I'm sorry I hadn't catch up on it because I was working on another video which took up all my time. But this one will be a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, some snips of memes and a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of opinion sprinkled onto the commentary. So yeah, I will begin and I will discuss the video. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, bring it on, Godstatus. Oh god, deja vu. I just been here before. I don't like it. Oh yeah, so this is like a little public service announcement attention thing for all the fans that get triggered because they all spend all of their time in an echo chamber agreeing with this person. I was like, yeah, I agree, dude. hell yeah, dude. So yeah, this is a little statement saying, don't get offended. It's also for lawsuit reasons, but yeah, do continue.
Primary guns in Phantom Forces, 100 unique ones. With those 100 primary guns, we have 3 AK-12 variants, 3 G36 variants, 5 AUG variants, 3 FAL variants, and 4 what I like to call off-sniper variants, which are the 1858 carbine, the Jury, the KAC SRR, and the Henry. So let's talk about those, just those off the bat real quick.
There's gonna be some parts of the video that I'm going to skip or I'm gonna pass because, not for context reasons, but just to make the video shorter because it'll take too long. But anyways, yeah, let's begin. Godstatus. And actually, we already hit a brick wall already. Psych. I think you missed a couple, but let's just do the math real quick. 1 AK-12, 2 AK-12, 3 AK-12, 4 AK-12, 5 AK-12, 6 AK-12. Oh my god. Yeah, 6 AK-12s. I mean, it's not the AUGs, but there is variants of the AK-12s, like they do have different functions, but yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I'd say that at least.
And then we'll talk about other things such as like copy-pasted guns that are literally just useless to the game. So first off, let's talk about the AK-12 variants. When's the last time you've seen anyone use like the AK-12U or like the AK-12C, if those are the names I'm thinking of? Yeah, the AK-U12 and the AK-12C. No one, because they're absolutely useless and they added literally nothing to this game, but they were just copy-pasted over and passed off as quote-unquote new guns.
It's not really about how the AK-12 holds up in the AK-12 variant team. It's about how it helps the rank 35 to rank up better, and if you want to unlock the attachments for XP, really. Bonus XP. Thanks, Stylist, I guess. Doesn't really help much, but yeah. It also kind of divides up the playstyle, and it kind of also it gives you a new advantage, which other guns don't have an advantage, except the AK-12 does. So it probably has a deadly advantage. You just don't know it. So you could be slaying all the 6-year-olds. Not girls. There's no girls on Phantom Forces. No 6-year-old girls. And you're not a pedophile, so no. Stop.
Which, for most people who would think, and they may not really look into it, they look like new guns, sure, but they're quite literally useless and they add nothing to the game, and that's my issue with these things. Not quite literally. I'm sure there's some differences, but the overall picture of it is a copy-paste of the old G36's stats onto a new gun and has the new same, like, harder recoil of the new G36. So all you did was technically take the old G36, nerf it a little bit, and the new G36 took the old stats, buffed the damage a little bit, and made the recoil a little bit harder to control.
Where the hell did you get those stats from? What?
So you just copy-pasted the old stats and passed that off as a new gun. It's not. It's basically the same thing, and that really bothers me.
You know what? I'm going to leave up the stats, advanced and basic, because we're going to get right into it. And here's a comparison side by side. It's going to be you can pause the video just to see how it looks like, but no, they're very different. You get them at different ranks. They have different accuracies and different strengths and weaknesses. They're completely different things. You don't look at the stats. What even is this? This video is just like a tirade rant just going off into the sunset, into the blue. No, they're two different things. You're just going off a rant. You didn't look at the stats at all, clearly. They're very different. Look at the advanced tab. Like, seriously. Yeah, I also get why, because nobody really looks at the advanced tab. Like, I mean, if you really want to get into the math, into dumb math, but yeah, no basic normie looks. That's what NPF4 is there for. Normie Fed for his review. Plug. Come on, guys, just plug. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because people think this is some kind of new gun and we're getting new content, but really, quote-unquote, content, it isn't content because it's nothing new. It's nothing that's going to change how you feel about the game. It's just copy-pasted. Let's go on to the AUGs. We have 5 different AUG variants. Think about that. With the AUG A1, A2, A3, the A2 is basically useless. Nobody cares about it.
Aw, come on, man. You can't do my friend AUG A2 like that. Come on, man. AUG A2 was kind of a low-key beast in the video. That's what I was using, by the way, for the background gameplay, if you wanted to know.
The AUG A1 and the AUG A3 are more or less the same exact gun, minus like 40 fire rate on the AUG A3. 40 fire rate more on the AUG A3 compared to the AUG A1. The damage, like, shots to kill, the same. The AUG H-bar, like, sure, it's an LMG, but, like, nobody really cares for that anyways, because why would you use an LMG variant of this when you could just use the normal AUG? I mean, granted, the LMG does more damage close range, and it could 3-shot to the torso at close range, but it really doesn't change much of a difference. You have a slower reload, you still have the same exact... Actually, you have less of a fire rate than the AUG A1. It really isn't worth using, so it's there, but again, it doesn't add much to the game.
What is the LMG class, then? Godstatus. Oh, what is the LMG class? LMG class, am I a joke to you? Yeah, look, Godstatus, the reason why the AUG H-bar is slower is because it's an LMG. It does more damage. And yes, they're very different. They don't do the same damage. You know what? Screw it. You made me reset all my classes and now I'm pissed because I have to show you. Okay, AUG A1, close range, 30 damage. AUG A2, 34 damage at close range. AUG A3 does 32 damage at close range. And the differences count up. They add up because bullets hit you. And it's like repetitive. Oh my god, and it adds on. So like you could have 2 extra more damage, which is like 4. Sorry, the video played on. Just explains about the AUG A3 variants. I'm just gonna skip this part because it's too long. I really don't have the time to sit here and edit 30 minutes. I'm not gonna do that again.
Game, it will not make you like want to play the game more. You can't even really pass it off in your own eyes as new content. You can't, because it isn't anything really new.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're like rank 300 and you're done with all the guns, I mean, I guess the PF and the replay value kind of just diminishes over time as you're done ranking up, pretty much. But I am willing to defend the low ranker because he's at least enjoying the game somewhat. I'm hoping that he is. So I'm not going to ruin the fun for him by adding a rank 300 plus gun into the game. First of all, it's a bit too much, and second of all, it's not fun at that point. Third of all, I want closure. Look, I've been grinding for this Dire Scout so long that I've just bought it at this point in rank 194. I'm done, dude. I'm not a PF elitist anymore. Oh god, that sounds like a joke. I'm sorry.
So then let's go on to the FAL variant. We have 3 of them. We have the FAL 50, the FAL Shorty, and the FAL Para. Yeah, they're all there, but like, what more do they really do to the game? Granted, the FALs, in their respect, are quite a bit different in terms of like what they really do. So I'll give them that. They are a decent bit different.
No, they're very different animals. That's the way to put it. They have different damage. And if you want to know my overall opinion, the FAL 50 is the best. Just don't use the FAL 50 63 Para and the FAL Shorty. What is this video even?
And then what I like to call the 4 off-sniper variants, the AT-50, a Carbine, the Jury, the KSA, SRR, and the Henry, all basically do the exact same thing. They one-shot to the head at any range, except for the Henry can one-shot to the body at close range because it's a battle rifle. The other ones, not so much. They really don't do anything special at that point. I believe actually the Jury can one-shot close range, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up a calculator real quick. If I look that up, it is 80 times 1.25. Yeah, okay, so the Jury can one-shot at super close range up to, I believe, 35 studs it can one-shot, and then the Henry is able to one-shot somewhere up to like 80 studs. So the Henry is a lot stronger than the other ones, but again, serves the same exact purpose as a whole. They're more or less just different guns that look different, and they're like quote-unquote like a different style, but like they don't add anything to the game, right?
Yeah, they're guns. That's the point. What do you want, a laser rifle? If you want a laser rifle, just use an A94, but macro it. But no one's scummy that way. Or go play Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Have fun having a stroke. Yeah, they use their purpose. People use them. Shit, my bad.
Even the only gun, in my opinion, in recent memory that has truthfully changed something about the game and actually was useful was the HK416.
Yeah, but then it got nerfed because people were complaining about it. Not including myself, but, you know, as a PF elitist, I would never say that. I can't say that. That's just wrong of me. I'm always right. I'm never wrong. Yeah, I did complain about the HK416, but as time went on, no one used it anymore. I did complain about it, at how broken OP it was, which it was. It barely had any recoil. Like, none whatsoever. It had some side to side. Some. The reload was a bit fast, so the reloading got nerfed with a nice animation. But I ain't gonna lie, I want a buff.
It wasn't a laser beam like most other guns. It has more horizontal recoil compared to vertical, which is something we don't see that often. So that was something that in my eyes classified as slightly unique, and I felt like that, personally, was what I would consider new content. These other guns are not. They really don't add anything.
Yes, there were new guns. The HK21 was the new noob cannon. And the AA-12 basically was cancer in my head. It spammed so... I hate that gun. It's such a scummy one. That's why nobody used the AA-12. If they do, it's because rank 200 is in the game. Or they feel like just pissing people off.
So let's talk about copy-pasted things, because that was what really kind of inspired me to make this video. The G36K, I already explained. It's literally just a copy-paste of like the old G36 stats.
No, we are not going to talk about this again. I swear to God.
A lot of people seem to forget the AK-103 exists. Like, let's talk about that.
A lot of people forget most guns exist in the game because they use the same thing every day until, like, a rank 200, like, brings a new gun into the game. Like, oh, God. I guess the lobby changes when a higher rank comes into the game and just smashes everyone because it's just good.
That the AK-103 was more or less a complete copy-paste of the AKM when it came out.
That's an irrelevant statement. Does it really matter now? And besides, they patched the guns anyway, so like they'll patch the stats. That's why stats keep on changing, because they add new stuff. But you know what? I'll keep the stats in front of you of both the AK-105, 103, and AKM just for your own sake and sanity. You know what? I'm just gonna be brutally honest. This video is making me more insane. I just want to grab my toothpaste at Tori and commit Spoku.
Granted, I believe it's been slightly tweaked now, but I'm gonna...
Just, no, not again. It just goes over the AK stats, so I'm just gonna skip this part. I'll fast forward it. You can watch the full video, it'll be in the description.
Granted, it is a quote-unquote new gun, but again, it adds literally nothing to this game. Think about all the guns that we have in here that you don't see on like a general basis, and I kind of hope like they took like all the KDRs in the game of active players and averaged them out, which was cool to see.
Yeah, sure, a bit of spyware, but whatever. Why not? Then people will use other guns.
I want them to take, if possible, like all the kills from people's guns in the games and find out what is the most used guns right now and what are the least used. Because at this point, let's be honest, like I'm just going to go through quickly on the spot here. You don't really see anyone using the G3. You don't really see that many people using the AG3. Even the Henry is really scarce.
People have forgotten about battle rifles.
You don't see people using the G36K, obviously, because it's, you know, literally useless.
Then how come someone picked it up and used it and got like multiple feeds? Like, people do use it if you're using it and they see you're doing good with it.
You don't really see people using any of the AK-12 variants, other than like the default AK-12. You don't see the AKU-12, the AK-12C.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard for the AK-12 to compete in the carbines when the M4A1 is competing with it. And the AK-12C, well, I mean, there's better SMGs like the MPK. There's a short-range assault rifle for that.
You don't see the Groza 4.
Oh, people use the Groza 4 all the time. Yeah. I don't actually believe it, but people do use that.
You very rarely will see an MC51
Yeah, but that's a good point, but it's fun, I guess.
You don't see the, like, 1858 carbines. The AK-105 is utterly useless.
Not at short ranges, it isn't.
I don't know why that's even in the game. It really isn't anything good. The Jury, the KAC SRR, you never see. As much as I hate to say it, you don't even see people really using, like, the AA-12 anymore.
No. We're not gonna get into the AA-12. That is a disgusting layout. No, put it down. No one uses the AA-12 because it's disgusting. No, we're not gonna get into this. No, gross. That's like using the KSM if it was broken. No. You use the AA-12 if you see a CPFL Pro joining your game. You're screwed if you use the AA-12. You're on the losing team with rank 200s across the board on the other team. Nothing but rank 200s. And you got like rank 65s and rank 20s on your team. Hey man, I wish you luck at that point. You better be a god, cause you might not even pull a clutch. That's when you use the AA-12.
So even a shotgun is getting left out there. As for like LMGs, you very rarely, well, you'll see the Colt LMG just because it's the lowest. You'll almost never see an H-bar. You'll never see like an RPK-12. You won't ever see...
I get killed by an H-bar all the time.
I'm seeing a lot more like HKs. I very rarely see normal RPKs. I'll see RPK 74s every now and then.
RPK 12 is really good. The RPK overall is the best LMG on paper. Stats wise, that is.
Sniping it's hard to say you don't see any of them because again, they all have the same purpose, just slightly different tweaks to them for the most part.
Yeah, when Paradox used to rule the FPS scene, that's when everyone used snipers. Not a lot of people make montages anymore. This is not 2012. FaZe Clan was dominating YouTube. And this is not 2016, or aka Cancer 2016, when everyone wanted to join Paradox and that was the dream. Honestly, that dream died a long time ago with the clan as well, due to people being inactive. There's still people who want to join Paradox and dream about the mystical dream of becoming a pro player for Paradox, but honestly, that's a dead era now. I don't want to put it in the most roughest terms, but no one really cares about Paradox anymore. It's just a meme now.
DMRs, who cares about them? Almost nobody uses them. You'll see like low ranks using MK11 and SKS. Nothing else. Nobody cares about anything else in the DMR category for the general public from what I see.
SKS is really good for long range.
And then even PDWs are a huge thing. Like, you'll see a bunch of the low-rank PDWs because that's all people have. Even the M3A1 got buffed. You very rarely ever see it. You almost never see L2A3s. You'll never see things like the foul parashorty.
That was just in my game just now. Somebody was using a foul parashorty.
Even like the MP40 and Tommy gun, those really only get used because people think like, oh wow, World War I guns and like World War II guns. Cool.
Yeah, everyone's got their own niche. That's why this doesn't really matter. We'll get into it later. I'll discuss this, but I'll discuss about it.
They are guns that you might use every now and then because you are bored and for no other reason.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Literally, seriously, it's an FPS game. No shit, it's the same thing. You shoot bullets, you don't shoot fucking lasers. What the fuck? What do you mean? It's the same shit. What do you think? It's how can you get so different? What do you want to add, laser rifles? Oh my god, I'm losing my patience. I told you, if you want to use a laser, go use the AN94 macro. It's absolutely broken OP and Stylus will never fix it because it's fun.
Think about it. When you get on to Phantom Forces or any game you play, you are there to either have fun.
Yeah, if you're like rank 3 something, you're definitely not going to have fun. At that point, just quit the game. Unless you want to shit out content.
There's three things. So you're there to either have fun and like mess around, you're there to do good, or a little bit of both. So you're looking for that happy medium.
Then that's what Steam is. Go play fucking games on Steam. What the hell? Do you know what Roblox is? It's literally repetition. Most developers on Roblox are trying to scam you for money or giving you attention. They want concurrent players. That's what Roblox is. This is capitalism at its finest level, and competition that dominates the attention span of 6-year-olds. This is Roblox, not Steam. For fuck's sake, go play Project A by Riot Games when it comes out. That's what I'm gonna do, honestly. That looks like an alright game, unless China decides to get its grubby hands on it, and then I'm gonna say fuck no, because that shit is unacceptable. Yeah, man, this is the Roblox platform. It's the definition of repetition. Nothing changes. This is one of the boringest sites on the planet. Online browser games are more fun than this. It's like cool math games are more fun than this.
Most people who are there to do good don't care about 99% of these guns. People who are there to have fun will use anything just because they're trying to have fun with it.
I mean, you can be good and you want to use all the guns. That also increases the fun, but this video doesn't increase the fun.
And people who are in the middle still won't use half these guns because it just isn't worth it. If they understand what the gun sets are and how good these guns actually are.
Yeah, those are noobs. They don't care at that point. Anything works for them.
Why would I use 99% of the PWs in the game when the Vector exists?
Because the Vector is gross. Don't buy rank 100 guns.
Think about that. Why would you use something like the MP5K when the Vector exists? Why would you use something like the AUG 3 Para when you have the Vector? Even the Colt SMG is extremely good. Even the M3A1 now, which could 2-shot to the torso at close range. Why would you use something like the, let's say, I don't know, the G36C when you have the M3A1? That's my point. There are so many better options out there.
Because people want to have fun, and because noobs suck.
That there is no point in using 99% of the guns. Unless you are purposely wanting to put yourself at a disadvantage, there is no reason. Like I said, even if you're in the middle where you're trying to do decent and have a little bit of fun, even like doing good, you have fun, don't get me wrong. But like if your goal is like have fun, do decent, there's some guns out there, but again, most of these are just useless. They're nothing to this game, and they never will be. Because at the end of the day, they become dead content. Nobody cares about them. Nobody will use them. They will never be talked about. They will never be a face of your game. They were a waste of time. And most of these guns, you just copy-pasted stats for. Or you just copy-pasted models. It's nothing new.
Alright, this video is fucking horrible. I hated every single aspect of it. You wanna hear the irony of it? Paradox Pokey, Synthesize OG, Petrify TV, the same shit. Same cookie cutter fucking shit, honestly. Rage Snowy, PF YouTubers are the same fucking thing. Every day, it's the same garbage. You know, I'm not gonna rag on anything else. PF YouTubers, same fucking thing. Nothing about them is different. Why should I watch Phantom Force's YouTubers at this point? Fuck it, doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. Dude, this fucking Phantom Force's YouTubers, man. They bitch and complain about a game that is the same thing. I guess that's what happens with content creators that play this game. They become the same thing. They become the game. They become the same thing, man. At the end of the day, Godstatus, what you repeated right there at the mark, let me see, where is it? At the mark, 21:51:19 pretty much sums up your channel in 5 years. No one will care about you in 5 years. And another cookie cutter Phantom Forces, hell, shit, man, Phantom Force might be dead by then. But yeah, that's the end of the video. 5 years, your channel will be that Godstatus. No one gives a shit about Roblox Phantom Forces YouTubers in this community. And you will be replaced again and again, just like a Paradox legend that comes every once a year for a Paradox recruitment challenge. And then leaves the clan because he has better things to do and has higher ambitions. And because Paradox is not gonna do anything else anymore, it's just gonna slowly die and rot out. Yet only kids do, because they have nothing else to do. That's why they play this fucking game. That's why they play Fortnite and then watch Ali A or like some other shit on Twitch. Like, nothing changes. Welcome to reality. Sorry there wasn't many memes in this video, honestly. I think I got more upset and impatient about it because this is the same shit that happens like all the time pretty much in the Roblox PF YouTuber community. Like, these like giant YouTubers, not even YouTubers, sit on their ivory towers complaining about this game when they have like hundreds and thousands of subscribers and a big yes men audience that will agree to anything they say, and yes, 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 yes. Just a bunch of yes men cucks. Like, it's ridiculous. And then they're gonna flood the stylus chat on Twitch complaining about the game because there's nothing better, nothing better. This is the reason why the game is like this, because of you. All right, don't like. Okay, I'm sorry. This video got like this bad. It's I got upset. I really did, because I like this game because I get that it's repetitive and it's an FPS pretty much. It's like what Call of Duty is. It's pretty much Call of Duty or CS:GO, except without the cancer CS:GO cases and the cases you can earn them. But yeah, that's why I get upset, because these YouTubers sit on their ivory towers and complain about this game, and then they run the audience to the developers and run the developers over just pretty much all the time. I mean, don't cut the developers some slack. Yes, they do some shady stuff, and like they don't listen to their fan base quite often, but honestly, who would listen to a bunch of 6-year-olds scream at adults who have lived life and paid taxes? Who would? Who would listen to 12-year-olds? Anyways, I think that's it for today. I'm done. I'm really tired. I'm glad I finished this video. Anyways, Toothpaste Squeezed out. Thank you for watching.